Students who engage in community-based learning or service learning are more likely to remain in college. It also shows that students in the STEM disciplines who engage in community-based learning in their science-related classes are more likely to stay in the science disciplines.
We have grown up in a culture, especially the younger generation, that does not know where their food comes from. The big movement right now is local food and trying to grow it here, and we have an amazing climate in which we can do that. Many students don't realize that you can do that. They don't know anything but a supermarket tomato or lettuce that's in a cellophane bag, and to see them learn how to grow it and then know how to fix it, how to eat it, is really a rewarding part of this.
You can tell somebody this is how a pepper grows, but until they see that pepper growing on the plant and watch it develop and watch it grow, you don't get the full experience. And then working in the community as I have been, I get to teach that to other people. And so I get the hands-on experience of learning it and doing it, and then I go and teach somebody else that too. It's been a very interesting experience because you don't really understand it completely until you can teach it to somebody else.
The need for people to actually be engaged and do things is a huge need that is found in a lot of community organizations. So getting the volunteer work out there is crucial.
Usually in the STEM disciplines, I feel it's very lecture-oriented, very classroom-oriented, so the community service projects allow the students to go out, have hands-on experience, and actually apply the knowledge that they're taking in through lecture.
It's been a very positive experience. I can see just the dedication that the students have, and it shows that they're interested in their future, in their career, and it's helping them develop and demonstrate their job skills.
I really enjoy working with these kids and grown-ups. It's really a great experience extending what I've learned in class onto them, and it's a really good time, so I hope to volunteer more.
It makes students realize that there are things that are going on in the community that they aren't aware of normally, and so it gives them the connections, the networking, the people that are a part in our situation, nutrition-based information that they wouldn't come in contact with.
We are very much a science-based program, and the students are becoming technical advisors to people in the community, so they are using their science to teach people how to do things the right way. And it's science that is flavored with sustainability and organic growing and that whole area of making the world a better place.
Especially the students who are very interested in becoming educators themselves, they take the class to a new level by contributing their knowledge and education to what we do.
We are doing a presentation for WIC, talking about eating healthy and getting enough exercise.
As a part of my energy class, we're working on energy in, energy out, that anything that you do has to involve an energy balance. So you're bringing energy into your body by the food that you eat, and you're trying to expend that energy by the activity that you do. And so that understanding how to have a good balance between your intake and how you use your energy is a good way to understand ways to circumvent obesity problems, or at least to try to reduce obesity.
I feel that our students have been able to be role models for the different community service partners. A lot of the times the students don't have direct contact with college students, for example, or possibly not have a male representative in their life. And so when our students go in to help, they act as role models for them, and that's a huge benefit for them. And at the same time, our students are mutually learning some material that they might have missed when they were younger.
It's important because it gives them a real-world experience while they're still in their training, and it's beneficial for us as well because our clients get to interact with other individuals outside of our organization.
The likelihood for a college student to do this on their own, I would think, is pretty slim, so I'm glad that she is making a requirement to get those kids to reach out to the community and make it a stronger community.
Our students are providing some service to these organizations, and at the same time, the people in the community organizations are helping in the learning process for our students.
Getting into classes is the first place to start, trying it out a little bit. One of the things that we teach them in our urban farming certificate is they have to take a class in entrepreneurship. And this is a class that weeds out those who are not interested in going the next step to start a business. It doesn't mean that they're not going to gain from the classes that they take. They're going to get a lot of knowledge, maybe just to grow in their own backyard for fun or to feed their family. But for those few that really want to go on with this, we give them the tools to do that.
I'm done here at Gateway in December, and then I'm going to take a semester off, and I am in the process of applying to grad school, hopefully in the horticulture and agronomy or international agricultural development groups, doing research in that area, doing urban farming development, and I would like to go on and teach in the area.
I like bringing my students into elementary school classrooms. I like getting involved with local community gardening organizations, anything that where I can provide the community member with some sort of either scientific study or some sort of different kind of education outreach activity.
The students have been phenomenal, and by having more hands, more individuals at each event, it really allows us to work more one-on-one with our clients. For a lot of them, they need to learn through repeated practice, hands-on instruction, and so by having the students here, it really allows our staff and all the volunteers to give more attention to each client.
It really helped me understand the importance of what I was learning. That it's important to have that knowledge so that you can share it with other people.
Service learning is critical in the classroom. It's our civic responsibility to connect with the community. If you're just starting, as I am just starting, we do have a network in place of good resources to go to, but try it on a very small basis when you get started, because it will be overwhelming. And expect a lot out of your students, but don't expect a lot out of them. You have to be willing to kind of hold a few hands. The most critical thing, though, is to develop those community relationships and with the service agencies so that you know how you're placing your students and where they're going, because that will save you in the end if things get a little tight. As long as you have a nice relationship with your agency, then you're in great shape.
UW-Parkside is really committed to community-based learning as a signature pedagogy, not only because we believe that it really enhances student learning, but also because community engagement is really important in shaping the future of our students as citizens and leaders in our community.